Hey, Carolyn. How are you? Hi, guys. What's up? Vivo. How are you? Okay, let me read some of these messages. Respond. Ops. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Hey, what's up? What's up? My wife beater is all scrunched up. Oof. It's all the way up on. They found they getting small for me. Mm, Sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm just responding to Rich real quick. Rich B, if you ever seen my content. So let me just respond to some of Rich's messages. I hope Damo is safe. I hope Damo is safe too. Hi, Evelyn. Evelyn? Naruto fan. What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, chat? Yeah, I hope he's okay too. Do you have any time to chat to that thing? Is great. Yeah, the world is crazy. You almost made me write. You almost made me write crazy ghost in my message. Yo, 850 underrated. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? I'm a little hungry. Can you do a story time? This is you, 850, right? Can you do an Osville story time? That's so crazy. I opened up your message as soon as you got in here. It was the last message that on top of the message list. 850. Hold on. I did a video. It's called Lake. It's in my. I believe it's in my Forbidden Lore playlist, but it's called Lake Lanier, the Soul Stealing Lake. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds to find it. It's not even in my playlist. What? All right. Let me send you first part one, and then I'm gonna put it in my playlist so it's easy for you guys to find. I thought it was part of it. How do I send this as a message? 850 850 underrated. Okay, I just sent you part one, and then I'm gonna put the rest in my Forbidden Lore playlist so it's just easier to find. I thought it was part of the playlist already. Guess not. The last video was a dragon video, so I'm now I gotta go back and see what I didn't add and what I did add. So yeah, that's gonna be in the Forbidden Lore playlist. I just added all three parts of Lake Lanier, the soul claiming lake. Did want to put the soul stealing lake, but I didn't want TikTok to take down my video. So yeah, I opted out of that. Add Forbidden Lore. Okay. Damo video, Damo. After that, okay, that's why, because it's mostly Damo and Dan's videos, and Damo's part of the Black Vampire series. Let me see, because some of these are part of Forbidden Lore 2, these Damo videos. Let me see. Add posts. Dan's videos. Is You Cool? Graham. Love Island. Damo and his brother. Yeah, let me add these Damo videos. Hold on. Damn, how much do I post? Do I post that much, y'all? Werewolf footage found. I have werewolf footage to categorize too correctly. Damn, I'm just keep scrolling back. I guess I post a lot. That's a good thing for me though. Have you ever heard of a slayer before? A slayer like a hunter? Is that what you mean? Slayer like a hunter? Vampires in New Orleans. This should be in the vampire playlist. Oh my god, I have like work to do. Yeah, because a lot of this is like out of Giants. They're not in any. They don't have a category. And I'm scrolling back, and it's just a lot of videos. Are you of the werewolf bloodline? Why is he on these part of the werewolf series? I'm just as confused with what I did and how I did this. Do I live in Idaho? No, I don't. Why'd you ask that? Idaho? What made you ask that? That's funny. Listen, y'all, I gotta do that another day. These playlists will stress me out. I film, I guess, too many videos for me to keep up. So it's just a lot more content for you guys. Meadow, what's up? Long time no see. How are you? You look familiar. Here, I'm here in Idaho visiting my grandma. Maybe I have a doppelganger. Never know. The government has my DNA, so might be multiples of me going around. I seen a picture of somebody that looked exactly like me too. Let me see if I find it for you guys. And you know that's hard for somebody to say, "Oh, someone looks exactly like me." Let's see. Maybe so, right? Because I physically have never seen anybody that looks like me. Like in my life, I don't even look like my family, but there's weird instances that like I'll see pictures or so I thought this was me at some point. Well, when I had a beard and then I put like black shades on, I thought this was me. Even my cousin said this to me. She's like, "Oh, I thought this was you." I was like, "Shit, I thought it was me too." Let me see if I could hold on, find a picture with me in like dark shades like this so you guys can see. Suarez, what's up? How are you? So that's me. Well, phone fell. let's find let's find something better. Clearly the phone fell. That wasn't a good one. I have too many photos and videos on here. Too many. Look at all the petrified giant pictures I have on my phone. Petrified gorilla. Petrified dinosaur with their mountains. Y'all can see that. Elephants. Yes, I have. Suarez. You guys see? Oh, that's better. Look at this picture of pyramids all around the world. Who created these? Look at these faces, y'all. Look at these faces in the mountains. Look at this. You can tell me it's not a hand. It looked like a gorilla hand, but it's a hand for sure. Cannot be a rock. Is this a rock too? It's literally eyes, nose. Look at this. That's scary. Right? Look at this. Giant weapons. Look how big the guys are. Look how big the guys are. Look at the sword. Who needs a sword that big? We don't. Thank you for joining my team. Thank you. Look, y'all. Who needs a sword this big? Look how little the people are. And who are you fighting with a sword this big? And the people are that little. Who are you fighting? Very interesting. Just food for thought. Let's think pieces for later on. Look at it. Look at them. Look at this. This is a dagger. This is a dagger. Look at that. And look how little the people are next to it. Who are you fighting? You ain't fighting people. Like, you ain't fighting us. Another one. What is it? Exactly. Y'all know what it is? It's a sword. Tell them stop playing with me. This I have. This is found under coming out of other sharks, fish, water. This is what they found underwater or coming out of fish and sharks. Are these not spears and weapons? It's come from the people of the ocean. It's found in the water or coming out of fish, sharks. I think I have a picture. Oh, I do. This is a shark that was unalive, but it has a bunch of spears through it. Who uses even spears nowadays? So I got a lot of information on this phone. When I pass away, bury me with my phone. It might ruin the world. Hold on, let's delete some pictures too. I have like a bunch of content stuff up here I use. So is this 30 minutes? Oh, that's a 30-minute video. I have a vampire my encounter with a vampire in an encounter club. My encounter video with a vampire at an Afrobeat club. I have that video up, but I see it here. But it says it's 30 minutes. It's not 30 minutes, right? Oh, I think because I'm on a time lapse. Let me delete that 30-minute video on my phone. What's up, Rock? How are you? I was just showing them all the giants and the weapons I have on my phone saved. All the content. Hold on. All this shit gotta be deleted. Like, this is why I have no space. Nonsense on here. Hi. How y'all doing? Hi, hey. So let me see what else footage I have on here. Showed y'all the giants weapons, the mermaid weapons. That's why these things can't hide, like their weaponry and their technology. Hey Tay, how are y'all? Look, this is a picture of me, y'all. Hold on, let me wipe my damn screen. It's a picture of me and my cousin eating at the Chinese buffet. That's me right there, being greedy. Look, pure bliss. Look, let's zoom in on the face. Like, be so for real, bro. It can't be that good. It can't be this good, Tay. The food can't be that good. Good luck checking in on the Monday afternoon. Yes, that's all. That's what I'm doing. Thank you guys. Just big. Just a big little boy. You see those cheeks? And then me and my cousin are that's sitting next to me. I'm clearly bigger than him, and we're just like a few months apart. Look at him. He's way smaller than me. You know, he's taking his time. I'm gobble down city. I should crop that and make it one of my profile pictures on Twitch or something. Um let's see what else. See, I have so much anime stuff on here. I was such an anime kid, but now I understand why I was anime. They put a lot of lore and all that situation in anime. Oh, I went to take a dance class and I took with some NBA dancers. I hate that group. Sakina never sent me the good one. This wasn't bad, but it was just behind. I was a little bit behind. I was like, oh, I wonder when the lives are going to upgrade to allow pictures to be sent. Wonder. I mean, they're allowing pictures in the comments on the talk now, so I'm sure it'll be soon. But I don't know if people want their comments filled up with memes and photos, so I don't know when that's gonna exactly happen. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? This was a big thing when the lady took her kids and to take Christmas pictures, and then she didn't get pajamas for the stepson, so the stepson wore his last year pajamas or something like that. That story was crazy. I'm pretty sure it went viral too. I have like all this videos to put up with content, and I have not put it up. Yeah. Cooking with Cube. Um. Ooh, Saturday. All Saturday, ain't it? What else I got on here? I'm trying to look for y'all. I'm also deleting down the way because there's a lot of nonsense on here. Weirdo. Hmm. Look, I went to the spiritual convention in Atlanta. It was really nice. They have vibes. What I'm eating today, I don't even know, friend. I haven't even got that far in the day. I'm gonna eat after this a little bit. I have to go to the post office. So I'm probably gonna be live for like another 10, 15 more minutes. And yeah, head there. I had a good fit for the spiritual convention too. Look, y'all. Uh, uh, the light. Did y'all see? Good fit. Yeah, sometimes your spirit needed this kind of music. I completely enjoy myself. Hold on, let me see if I can show you guys. So they had vendors, all different vendors selling all type of spiritual oils. They made their own waters, candy, edibles, tree, all type of stuff. I just showed you guys that one. Other little stands, jewelry, all like black, beautiful, spiritual people. You hear me singing? I'm by myself too. Literally by myself. Damn, my hair grew a lot. Jesus, that's a lot of inches. We just looked at this one, the fit, and then just random videos, random TikToks. Yeah, it was very, very nice. Jayla Mila from Bad Girls or Baddies was there. This is Nelly's birthday party, his last year. Look at me showing you guys the behind the scenes. Yeah, this is Nelly's birthday party. Look, hear me, where the bar at? It's not a video. What is this? Oh, I guess it would be accidental video. Everybody I feel like everybody just makes content nowadays, and it's so normal. I didn't even do anything with this footage. I just like to record it to record the memories and bull riding. Random screenshot. That was me. 50th. Nelly's 50th birthday party. And it's just the same thing. So my outfit had a part 1 and part 2. This is kind of how I looked. But I had a jacket on because it was cold. It's obviously October around Halloween time. So then this was the full look for me for the night. But in case I needed to take my jacket off, I was still country enough. Wow, my hair barely went past my ears. This wasn't that long ago, too. Look at me, I can't figure out which way the hat go. Hilarious. I done changed that outfit 1,000 times trying to figure out what I should do, what would work, what wouldn't work. Here my loctician want to try new stuff and want to play in my hair. I'm like, yeah, but no. It's cool, but it's just not my vibe. Here my friend Miss Pretty Girls Walk Like This. My girl look good. Look at her. Come on. Come on. Come on, chocolate. That's y'all know the song Miss Pretty Girls Walk Like This. That's who sings it. If y'all can't put name to face. I'm not a chaser. Ooh, y'all look at this curry chicken I made. Hold on. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Let's get back to what I was looking for. The lore, the content. What's up here? So you guys know we have pink dolphins in Guyana in South America? What's up, y'all? It's your favorite sweet pie. We have pink dolphins. Our dolphins are pink there. Yeah, look. Let me show y'all just a few. This video is up on TikTok, by the way. But look, dolphins are pink. In my country, in South America, in Guyana, the dolphins are pink. Yes. It's actually, they're gray. They're born gray, and they're so aggressive. And so they're mean. They don't, basically, they don't beat and fight the skin off until they're pink. The ones that real pink, they're fighters. They run fades. They really beat up the other dolphins, but I think they fight other things too. I don't know what, but they get the skin beat off of them. Yeah. So they all end up pink. It's the weirdest thing, but it's funny, but it's like not funny. It don't make sense. Yeah, look it up. We have pink dolphins in South America. Hi, how you doing? I was kissed from a folding at SeaWorld. It was a show. I was from. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I feel like I was looking for some footage, and all I see is nonsense. But in my defense, I was only doing lore content from. You was kissed from a dolphin. Oh. The dolphins have attracted the females too, so you got to be careful. So if you're new here, I was just showing them the weapon, so I'm gonna go back and show y'all too. Look, this is a guy, so you guys can see the body size versus what this clearly is. Another one, a man, big ass sword. An interview with Dr. Paul Robertson. Oh, I need to save this actually because I need to This is found from under the sea or coming out of sharks or whales. Look, look at the detail. The sea people have a level of intelligence we don't even understand yet.
This daunting discovery This daunting discovery, found by divers off the coast of Madagascar, has left people on the internet stumped. Presuming that those guys are adult size, then that knife's gotta be over 7 feet long. The question is, who needs a knife that big?
Right.
Some theories suggest that this whopping weapon was used by some prehistoric giants that walked the earth tens of thousands of years ago. Who knows? Maybe this blade was used to strike down some supersized shark like the megalodon. This daunting discovery.
Look, what are these? Faces, right? They say they're mountain. They say they're mountains or say they're rocks. I think there's more to the story. Hold on, I'm swiping the wrong way. What's that? Hand, right? A hand. Looks like a gorilla hand too at that too, a monkey. They say these are mountains, these are rocks. I see eyes, I see a nose, a mouth. Petrified. Petrified. Look at this man. Petrified. Look at this. Look at her. Look at the snow around the rocks around the mountain. This is a whole woman, please. They even found one. I seen videos. They found some pregnant. They go in the caves that shaped like a woman, and a woman's like private part, and then they can see baby rocks. Mm-hmm. I don't know if elephants need to be any more bigger though. I don't. Look at these. They're not mountains. They're trees. They're trees. They're people. They're from the giant race. We don't have any mountains. We don't have any rocks. They're just debris of the old world of bodies. It's now starting to crumble after all these thousands of years. So maybe they look like that. But look at tree stumps and look at the mountains. Tree stump, and another tree stump. Same exact thing. Oh, these are the pyramids all around the world. They tell me that people made. I said, how could people make them in those times, those day and ages? How? And how across the whole world, everybody was building something similar. That's why I know. That's why I'm gonna find out what they for. I'm gonna have to ask Rich B to ask Senor M. What what are they here for? What are the pyramids for? So we had a theory that it might be like some type of beacon, or there needs to be a crystal on top of it, and it powers up something, or powers up the planet. We understand they wasn't using electricity back then, but we did know they have some form of power. We just don't know how. I believe they had natural power, probably from the stars. I don't know, but those pyramids do way more than they're telling us for sure. They just are not, you know, giants or aliens. Yes, or some giants or aliens, both. What if I tell you giants and aliens are all one? None of us, it's obviously proven in science, none of us come from here. So, giants and aliens, it's the same thing. It's just different names throughout the history and time and different concepts. Like, of course, now we're saying aliens, but They didn't have 3000 BC. They didn't have the word alien, you know. So of course they would say an angel or a demon if they see like a reptilian. You know, we would say like reptilian or elite or Hollywood, uh, allegedly speaking. You know, that's what we would say. But of course, back in those days, where they would say angel, demon, you know, but they didn't even say those words that they people like things of the dark or you know they spoke in metaphor, something shining in the light. If you read the Bible, they're basically describing the aliens. It's all the same shit. That's why I was like, I don't understand how people don't believe in God. Somebody was in my comments talking about they're atheists. I said, did you think we started? Do you think we started all this? Do you think there's no higher power, no intelligence that started all this? You guys are crazy. It's definitely something, someone, some power started all of this. We're too complex of a species, and it's already been proven that the humanoids have multiple different races. We have the Denisovans, we have the Neanderthals, we have the humanoids, and then we have the melanated species that are mixed with something completely different of people that are of the African descent, more of West Africa. If you are, you're mixed with something that's called ghost DNA. Ghost DNA is part of a ghost population that is they can't genetically date back. There's no fossils. There's no evidence of life. It is just a genetic code of the West Africans interbreeding with a different race of people or human. We don't know. So, and this is proven by Harvard University for the people in the back that you know that be mad that I be telling the T. Yes, I somewhat like that before. Yeah. So yeah, so there's multiple different type of people, and that's clearly why we were hunted down and you know treated like that all these years because certain people know and they're trying to make us forget the history, but you know it's being revealed little by little. They said either the species had to vanish or or leave. You know, it didn't like die off. Basically, the scientists say because there is no even when I mean in Africa they probably do have some signs, but they're not going to let Harvard University and a bunch of scientists go through everything. You know, all their stuff they already done stole. You know, all the history artifacts all these years. So did y'all know? Then people went to the Turkey, the border of Turkey. I just did a video about it, and they went to and stole. Well, they found Moses' wife's body, and they basically robbed the body for everything. Basically, she was covered in golds and jewels. They sold it in the black market for over $100,000. Hey, Rainbow. Hey, y'all. Hey. Here goes 100 million. I'm sorry, $100 million. They stole Moses' wife's jewels and diamonds all over her body. And then so Turkey did an investigation. The government got involved to find out who got the stuff, who sold it, because this is important artifacts. I don't know why they left it on her body. To be honest, I understand don't bother body, but you know what these people are. When they figured out where the ark was and kind of where Moses' house was, and they kept digging around there, and they found him. They're finding bodies. You should have known. You know, should have known who those people were, and they were, you know, and they're covered in jewels and diamonds. Come on. So they took that all to the black market. Somebody, some very rich elite person, or some museum done bought those out, and Moses' wife, it's not dated or put it on those things, but they definitely was sold for over 100 million. So in the investigation, right, they decided to investigate this shit. They get very close, and they got so close that it led back to a high ranking government official. and then the case was dismissed and no longer looked into anymore. Look it up. I just posted a video on it. Yes. And y'all, Moses' wife's pinky is her pinky finger they found. It's literally the only thing left because they done snatched up her whole body. Um, which is so weird to do, to dig up someone's grave and do that. But they did find her pinky finger, and her pinky finger is like this big. Her pinky. Go look at my video. I think it's my last, like third to last one of my last videos I did. Her pinky is like this big. I started cracking up laughing. Said, yeah, giants. So it's basically not really giants. It's more of like people were bigger back then. They say Adam was about 15 feet tall. Um, so, um, and Moses' wife is a descendant of Cain and Abel. She's related to them some way, somehow. So I think Moses had to be big too. Because how can you procreate or sleep with a woman that's that big, you know? And I did hear Moses' sons were hybrids of something. I said, hybrids? So I said, y'all trying to tell me Moses' wives weren't human? They said something like that. So that's not certain. It said that his sons were hybrids. So now it's like maybe Moses was hybrids. I don't know. Crazy, right? I love history. I love supernatural and history combined. Ooh, count me in. Hold on. Let me catch ya. Okay, you talking to ghosts. You're not talking to me. It's true they were taller, not giants per se, but taller. Yeah, not giants. The Nephilim are giants. They were like the slow, deformed part with two racks of teeth and all that. Um, did the tomb list Moses' wife? I missed most of the story anyway, Ghost. I just got here a few minutes ago. Um, I will look into it. Dang, unbelievable. What was Cain? What was Cain? God cursed him to earth. Um, so basically, it's a sacred ground. It's you're literally not allowed to do anything. They're definitely not allowed to dig it up anything. So everybody in Turkey knows that, or in the area, and they paid the guy one of the villagers or one of the locals $400 American, which goes by a lot there, to kind of supervise why these grave diggers that knew this information they were digging they digged her up, and by accidentally they left just her pinky. But it's the same area. Moses' house is by there, buried there. Looking into it. The ark was said to be there, but of course we don't have. They don't. You know what they do? Everything goes. Everything goes. Every piece of artifact goes missing or disappears. Doesn't matter how long the families preserve it. As soon as they get to a certain timeline, things start going missing. I don't think that would be an accident. That's what's up, Rainbow. I find it hard to believe they could know who they found. White folks. Well, they do DNA tests. They do DNA tests. There's a lot of. Well, that's what I'm saying. Look it up because they have a lot more. I'm summarizing it. I'm recapping it, but they have a lot more information. So you have to do your own research. I can't do your research for you. I just telling you the story. See, you lead the horse to water, but I don't have them drink. Y'all gotta drink on your own. So you wanna know anything, you gotta do your research like I did. Mm-hmm. Like y'all don't know about Mary going to in Bosnia, that area. What's it, in Bosnia area? And there's a statue of her, and it said that she was, is it Bosnia or around somewhere around Italy, Bosnia, the area, Croatia, but she was floating with Jesus in her hand. Did y'all hear that? I'm like, I've never heard some of these stories, but these stories are really old. And on top of it, Jesus was black. The Russian church just revealed that. We knew, but the Russian church just opened their vault of all the old pictures, and Jesus was blackety black. Everybody was black. Cain was the first vampire. I heard that somewhere too. Definitely heard that. It's either Cain or Sekhmet. It's multiple different stories. I don't know if we'll ever know. Like, why is the first Bible in a museum Bible created for the exactly? Why is the first Bible in a museum? Because they don't want us to know what's all in there. There's way more information. Just like the Christian the well, what's it? The Catholic Church I think has 66 books, but the Ethiopian Bible has 88 books. So we just missing books at this point. And that oldest one that's in the church, hidden in a museum, got all them books. The Bible has been altered many, 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 many times. I'm sick. I'm sick of them. They always got to lie about something. They just get on my nerves. The Vatican is the worst. I can't wait till somebody really, y'all know, handle all them in that hole. Somebody gonna get sick of the shit and run up in there, and they're gonna get all that information, dead or alive. They gonna do it. I'm sick of them. They're the worst ones. The Vatican, they do too much. They have everything. It's the worst. Like, that's so crazy that everybody in the world knows the Vatican is nothing to be played with. They be talking about the king and the queen over there. No, we're worried about the Vatican. We're not worried about nobody was ever worried about Queen Elizabeth and them. Now the Pope and the Vatican, they scare me. And now we got a new Pope. What he about to do? What he about to do? He need to open up the motherfucking vaults and let us in there. They have a whole library in there, y'all. A whole library of forbidden or banned books. How are you gonna tell me what to read? How are you gonna tell me what to read? That's crazy. That's crazy the power and control these people think they have over us. But the time is changing. Times are changing, so they better stand on business because we about to stand on business. We are not our ancestors. No disrespects to them, but we're not just going for anything. These these upcoming generations. At some point, we'll be in our 50s, we'll be in our 60s, we'll be in our 70s, and we're still not playing with them. So at some point, the power has to shift to us. They don't have no choice. Um, Hold on. They are all Roman Empire. Exactly. Nasty people. The Ethiopian Bible is the Catholic Bible. They just choose to add agricultural books. In America, we don't have 88 books. So it's not the Ethiopian Bible. We don't have the Book of Enoch. You have to buy the Book of Enoch separate. We don't have that here. It will probably never be allowed in our Bible. They should tell people what else is out there in the Bible, but it talks about Bible does talk about demons and angels. So they let that go because that's not so far fetched, but they done ripped out every other page, rip about everything else. Um, the royals have black blood. Ew, they just watching them, something makes me crawl my skin about them. No disrespect to Megan. uh, we need thousands of people to raid the Vatican so we see exactly. That's why I said they need to get run up in the Vatican for sure. Hold on. Hey Romeo, they can withhold their books and whatnot, but it doesn't change a lot. People just need to connect with God, and they don't need books for real. We need to get on our Ten Commandments vibes, and we need to start creating new books from messages and dreams and the word, the real word. The Pope fears angels. Of course he does. Well, the Pope died, so I don't know who this new Pope is. Many people have books on books, and so yeah, they're blind ghosts. The Pope is probably CGI anyway. Ooh, Rainbow Lord Jesus Christ. You're right. The Pope is obviously planted, but we don't know. Are they gonna plant every single Pope? Because at this point, we have a Pope that's I gotta see how old he is. He couldn't be that old now, but y'all, and I heard he from like Ohio or something. No, am I tripping? I'm gonna look it up just now after I read y'all comments. There's multiple books missing. Yeah, it's disgusting how many books is missing. Like, actually, we don't even know how many books is missing, to be honest. Altered like crazy. Yeah, the Bible was also written for the times. Yeah, written for the times. Yeah, we speak and we think differently now. So, generally speaking, but much applies. That's what I'm saying about like the angels and the aliens. Like it's kind of the same thing because they were speaking for the times. We call them anything come out of the sky and heaven. We call it alien. And they call it angel. It's common sense stuff. Perhaps the Black Pope look into him. The Black Pope. Okay. Hey, Coach Steph. Did you know King James made a demonology book? King James? No, I didn't. Why he write a demonology book? King James is crazy. And if that's the case, why don't they just combine that with the Bible to make it, to make it more realistic? Like they try to act like every story ended up good. Stop it. Most of them stories ended up in tragedies. Stop altering shit. The Pope is from Chicago. Chicago? Is he black? Hold on. I need to see how he look. Pope from Chicago. Oh, of course he ain't black. I tried it though, right? Uh oh, he was born 1955. He's still old, but at least he from Chicago. Does that make it better? I don't know. My parents even make fun of me, and I told my family I don't be friends with people who believe. I'm crying. Rock, yeah, I heard that a few weeks ago. Like, what? Yeah, that just shocked me. He from Chicago. Um, he a light skinned brother from another mother, right? He not black, not black as in black skinned, but doesn't matter where the hell's from. He appears white, not black, like you know. Okay, my source is God, and and that book has been altered. Period. Um, yeah, I did not know this was him. And he from the Shy. So what he about to do? What he say his new mission? What he about to do? Because we not about to play with him neither. And who gonna be the Pope after him? He about to be the Pope for the next 40, 50 years? Is that what is about to happen? And what makes him credentially right for the job? He's American. So he gotta go. How does this work, y'all? I don't like all this old Catholic stuff. Like, I don't understand how they pick, how they choose, why that's been going on so long. He has been voted in. Okay, he's been voted in by the Catholic people. That is ridiculous. Why do they need a pope? What's his name? I don't even know. I don't think I know how to pronounce it. Robert Prevost. That is so funny. I did not know he from the Chirac. Do you do battles? No. Should I start doing battles? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Should I start doing battles? Prevost is French origin. Oh, please. He from Chicago, but he's still French. Yeah. Please. He with them. He's still with them. He gonna do whatever they told him to do. We ain't getting in that Vatican, y'all. Maybe we could try again another 50 years, 40, 50 years when he's unalive, but we ain't getting in there. No. He ain't letting us in there. No. Lots of dark stuff in Chicago. Yes, very. Lots of dark stuff in Chicago too. Um, did y'all isn't that y'all heard that story with the girl that was unalived in the hotel in the freezer? And thank you, Hunter Hunt. Thank you. Appreciate you. He has Haitian background. Oh, that's interesting. Very, very interesting. Of course, that would make a lot of sense. Uh so huh. Just interesting. Oh yeah, the girl, what's her name? Is it Kenyatta? Kenyatta? It's a girl that she would end up about. She went to a party. Y'all remember? It's a few years ago. She went to a party at a hotel. It was one of her friends' birthday parties, and then they found her body in the freezer. Y'all remember that story? Shanika Jenkins, right? Yes, yes, yes. So, um, oh, okay, Shanika Jenkins. So, if you guys didn't hear the story, let me tell you. I'm gonna just run it down, recap it real quick. So Shanika Jenkins was a young black girl. Maybe they were around 20, 21, around, they were young kids. It was her friend's birthday party. Her friend had the party at the hotel. They all had rooms to the hotel. They were staying there. Her best friend was unalive too. Oh, whew, okay. I'm gonna get there in a second. That is deep. Because where I was going was deep anywhere. So boom. So she was in the party, partying. Everybody had a good time. She got lit. Long story long. The next day, her body ends up in the freezer, unalive. And everybody's like, wait, what? So everybody was trying to accuse her friends and accuse the kids of setting her up. And it was like, why would we want to set her up? Why would we want to do that? And like this, but their stories are not like, I don't know. The stories are sounding weird. It sounds like someone's coercing them to say something or tell a story how it is because they literally them kids got bullied and for saying that they unalived her and everything. And the camera footage that they have of the hotel doesn't line up with what happened. Like camera footage cuts at certain points, and it's just weird. How did she end up in the freezer? How did most of the hotel staff didn't see her, and they didn't, And then now they're telling me her friend got unalive. So I was following this creator, right? This creator that was following the story because the story was not adding up to him. The story was adding up to him in no way, shape, and form. So he went interview her friend that was there at the party. She gave her story, and basically he was like, I didn't think you did it either, but the world is trying to paint you as they're trying to put someone. But like, if the girl did it, she would be in jail. They would arrest her. But clearly the courts didn't. They kind of like swept it. Y'all saw they swept that under the rug really fast. We barely even hear about that story no more, and it's a big story. And we still didn't get nowhere with the investigation. So boom. So he got randomly calls from somebody and was like, "Hey, you need to stop looking into this. this case is deeper. It goes deeper into than you know or that you understand, and you will get yourself in trouble. What city is this? Yes, Chicago. Um, Chicago. And he was like, "What?" And he was like, "I'm just like trying to follow the story, find out what happened to this girl because you know the investigators, the police, they're not doing their job, and the evidence is here, it's clear, the he was allegedly basically saying the hotel had something to do with it. And so the phone call came really anonymous, really like, hey, I'm just want to tell you, anybody that gets close to this story is unalived, or that has anything to do with the story gets unalived. So you just go look that up. Let me tell the story first, girl. Why are you so anyways, so the hotel, the police, everybody was basically in cohorts saying she was drunk, and all her friends will report she wasn't drunk, she was perfectly fine. There was video footage of her camera in the party walking around. So the guy that reported it, um what are you puppies and where? What are you talking about? Hi, Ruby. Um, Someone spiked her drink. No one didn't spike her drink. Let me tell the story. Oh my God, no one didn't spike her drink. Jesus, you just say you didn't tell the story. You trying to tell the story for me? Go ahead. I'll let you tell it. Go ahead. Go ahead. If you don't want to let me finish. Oh, okay. You gonna let me finish? So boom. So the guy, he heeds the call. He gets online and tells us about the call. So I'm like, what? So long story long, he gets too close. So he actually says, I'm gonna say allegedly, hypothetically now, right? He says basically he gets close to it having to connecting with Hollywood, and I guess Selena Gomez had some type of surgery. She needed some type of organ. I remember a couple years ago when she was sick, and it was in dire need. And her uncle, I believe, is the police chief of Chicago, and somebody else owns the hotel is also related to her, and some weren't fake. So that's what the people he done found out, and the followers and people found out. So basically, he led it back to, okay, well, somebody in the hotel staff spiked this girl drink, dragged her to the freezer to keep her body cold so they could take the organs out, whatever organ Selena needed to take out her body, and then they would know the cops, a medical examiner, everybody is paid off. That's what this is alleged. So then he said this and he exposed this, and guess what? He's unalive. That content creator is no longer alive, no longer here. And now Rock is telling me her best friend also was unalive, that they were trying to pin it on that little girl. And I'm like, why were these little girls are trying to drug and unalive each other? And even if you was drink was spiked, she wasn't, it wasn't an OD type of death. Like, it just never added up. It was never clear. And I don't think they thought black people was gonna look into it too much, or it's gonna be outraged enough. So they thought nobody would care about her. And definitely the whole world was outraged. So they still to this day try to put it on all them kids, but none of them kids are in jail. None of them, but their names are room for the rest of their life as the people that unalive their friend. And the hotel doesn't have adequate footage. Like, how is a hotel staff? You don't see nobody dragging a body to the freezer, bro. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. So yeah, poor girl. I hope they keep pressing the charges, justice for Kenyatta. Yeah. The case is closed. The case is done with. The case actually closed really, really fast. It was ruled out to what it be ruled out, and it moved on. They moved on from it. So that led me to believe that, y'all did something to that girl, and y'all have something darker going on. And Y'all needed it so fast, you got sloppy. You know, they've clearly done this millions and billions of times, and they probably use homeless people or the people they abduct or children or allegedly, hypothetically speaking, of course, or you know, everybody they traffic, but they needed somebody so fast they thought that girl didn't have, you know, no family, she didn't know no better, you know, and it would have been an easy one and done. So I'm not saying it is or not Selena. I'm just telling you guys, as soon as that man dropped that name, Selena Gomez, he was unalived, and her friend is unalived too. And he interviewed the friend about it. So, but multiple calls. He had said he had multiple death threats before that, multiple messages about stop talking about this, stop looking into this. So, um, yeah, he changed his number multiple times. They still found it. They still contacted him. But this is all legit. So I'm just telling y'all the story. The hotel would have cameras too. Mm-hmm. No such thing as coincidence. Yep. Yep. I think you guys can still look it up. Selena's family still is in, they still work there in, and what's interesting to me is, y'all, I had to look up Selena's net worth. How did Selena Gomez become a billionaire? Am I tripping? No, am I tripping? Maybe she has some business. I don't know about some big bad business, but I know Selena from Disney Channel. I know she did a little bit of music. I know she did a little. She doing a little makeup. She doing a little skincare. But is it billionaire worthy, or am I tripping? Is the wealth not adding up to who what she do? Many people who whistleblow end up unalive shortly after, and you can't see the connection. Right, she does. Yes. Okay. What hotel was it? Don't know what hotel it was, and I wouldn't even say that on live if I did know. Her perfume and the new Oreo cookies. Her perfume and her Oreo and the new Oreo cookies that came out. But Selena been a billionaire, so I don't know what she does besides she did Disney Channel. Like I said, a little perfume, a little makeup. Now they said she got little Oreos. How are you a billionaire? I'm confused. I know Disney Channel wasn't busting down a check like that. We all know that. Rainbow said that the she put the hotel, but you gotta be on tube on here. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but you guys can look that up. It's none of my business. Rainbow, why are you even writing that anyways? If I said I was gonna say it, why would you write it in the chat? If I say I'm not gonna say nothing, that doesn't mean y'all write it in. I'm trying not to get my lives flagged. Clearly, y'all gonna get me flagged. Okay. If anything happens to me, it's gonna be on y'all conscience. Don't do that. It's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. I know it's other endeavors. It has to be other endeavors. It's a hotel name. They flag that. They gonna flag that in the story. Yes, it's alive. It's gonna stay up. I post this. Yes. Yes. Oops, tell me if I done said the girl name already. I said enough. Oops, tell me if I do something, please. No, you guys are good. I just said I wasn't gonna say the name. Well, the name was gone. Thank you. Chris Shaw, Classy Curves. What's up? Yeah, poor Kanika. I pray for her and her family, all those little girls that's going through it because they still traumatized. Even when this man was on TikTok interviewing this girl, her best friend still seem, and it's not even like it's been a while. The girl still seem traumatized. Their life is ruined. She says she can't walk outside. Everybody call her schmurderers, and like it's literally ruined her life and they had no they like had they they didn't have no remorse or pinness on her. She can never get a job, probably a normal job. Like as soon as you look her up, that's gonna come up. in her name. So she have to automatically change her name. She probably has to move out of Chicago, but you need the funds. Last time I checked, she lived in Chicago still. More of like a way, it's really sad. A remote job. Yeah, she gonna have to change her name and do a remote job, but that's the other friends. The best friend is not alive anymore. Unfortunately. So a lot of people yeah. So R.I.P. Kanika. Yes. They do a lot of covering up. That just happened at in my country too with the little black girl. Um she went missing at a hotel with her family at the pool, and then the next day her body was found floating in the pool. Like, it was very weird. And the cops were like, "Oh, she drowned." No, she didn't drown. Stop playing with me. I'll beat you up about my baby. And then on top of it, this is to add insult to injury. On top of it, after her dad jumped in the water, they found somebody placed her body in there. Her dad said, the whole hotel went up in flames 15 minutes later. They burned the hotel down. 15 minutes later, y'all. Are you serious? To burn evidence. I'm like, y'all are getting more dumber and dumber and sloppier and sloppier. Like, y'all think people are not going to notice this? Yeah, so no. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Have y'all heard about that story in Guyana? Really sad. Oh yeah, you did. I don't play by their rules, Q. Period. That's how we never play by their rules. That's why I'm up on social media. I'm not about to be staying up in Hollywood with them, playing with these people. Who is messaging me? See how the devil works? Why are you messaging me? I don't talk to you. I haven't talked to you in years. I don't like your type of people. I'm not even in their Hollywood world anymore, in the entertainment world. I basically do my business. Run my little business, and I stay out of the way. I'm a content creator. You see how the devil work? Then these people come from 3, 4 years ago. Let's read it, and then we're gonna unread it off because they don't know I don't really be on IG, so they don't know that. So you just not going to respond to none of my texts. Either way, I hope you're doing well, Pop. Uh I don't even know what I did. I just delete it. I don't know what I did with it. I might have deleted the whole message. But I didn't want to see it. I didn't want nobody to know I read it. So how do you go? I can't find it, y'all. I lost the message. I guess it's just gonna be left on red because I'm not responding. Yeah. Well, that's not ridiculous to say. I'm telling you. Is there IG trash? IG is super trash. Super trash. A bunch of low vibrational beast on here. And who texts me? You don't have my number to text me. What? These people are drunk and high. I'm looking through my text message. I don't have no text message from nobody that don't know me. The fuck? If you used to know me, that's one thing. You don't know me, and everybody knows I'm on the talk in the tube. So if you really know me, you know I wouldn't be on IG and you could message me. No, when you delete messages, silly. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The message is gone. I can go and see the message if I go type the person name, but I can't see it in my in my inboxes anymore. So I don't know. Complacent? What you mean? Okay, y'all. I don't know these people no more. I'm not being complacent. I don't want to talk to them. And I'm thinking about blocking, to be honest. Yeah, actually I am gonna block. That's not where my energy's at no more. I don't want to know these type of low vibrational people that were mean, nasty to me. Um, that just were terrible people inside and out, and just started any type of mess and drama in my life. No, so block. So you don't even have to worry about messaging me again because you don't have no access to. Yeah, I'm not tolerating that anymore. At this point in the game, I work too hard. I'm building up a lot of work. I don't want everybody to have access to me. That's crazy. Like, what are you talking about? That's so ignorant to say talking about, oh, I texted you, you're really not going to respond to my. I don't talk to you. No, I'm not going to respond to your text. And you don't text me because you don't have my number. So stop gaslighting me. Crazy work, yo. Congrats. Congratulations, twin. It's my friends, both of my friends. This is why we going to Miami with. It's their 8 year anniversary. All right, y'all. I have to get off here because I need to get off the post office, and then I have a call with Rich B really soon. He should be calling me around 4. Let me check. I had no business on IG. That's my fault. Let me send Rich B my number. Okay. Yes, congratulations. 8 years, black love, black marriage. They got one baby. I think I think he's like 9 or 10. She had one son, and now she's pregnant with her little daughter. So she's so happy because she's a girly girl. She's a hairstylist. She has her own shop, and you know he's a guy's guy. So I think it's perfect for them. I love their little 4 people family. You know, a boy, a girl. It's like a perfect little black family. I love them. But yeah, y'all have a good day. Have a good time. Be kind to each other. Be blessed. Drink your water. Condition your hair. Do all the above if you have any here to condition. Some people walk a little, a little bald look. My cousin Mo, she got a bald head, which she'll crochet those braids in real quick. All right. So I'll be back on here tonight around 1 a.m. But I might stream throughout the day. So make sure y'all follow me on Twitch. Same name, Cube Oxley. I stream throughout the day. Hopefully, maybe if there's Love Island or something we could watch together. I streamed Love Island yesterday. So we're watching. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all soon.